welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Tobago. I am Avian Parks. Today we're coming to you from a new villa in the village of Bunaccord, precisely located on the corner of Alfred Crescent and Dillon Street. So stay with us as we bring you up to date on what's been happening in Tobago over the past week. But first we start with the headlines. In the headlines, Tobago House of Assembly officials tour a number of key infrastructural projects, and they're all on schedule. Differently abled students are among those benefiting from an annual charity initiative. Tobago is well represented at Carifesta 14, with one artist savoring success. And later, we'll bring you even more highlights from the recently concluded Carifesta 14 right here in Trinidad and Tobago. We have all these stories and more when Let's Talk Tobago returns. Stay with us.
Hey, are you a student with a passion for art?
Yes.
Then enter the
2019 Chief Secretary's Tobago Secondary Schools Art Competition. Over $30,000 in prizes are up for grabs, including $10,000 to the top school.
The winning artwork will be featured on the cover of the Chief Secretary's Calendar 2020.
The competition starts on September 2nd.
Draw, paint, sketch, or construct your mixed media piece and submit to the Department of Information by October 16th. For more info, call 639-3421 extension 5047 or visit the THA website.
The 2019 Chief Secretary's Tobago Secondary Schools Art Competition. It's your time to shine.
Prime Villa boasts a clean and modern design. It's a great location, a short drive away from most conveniences. In our first story, a number of key infrastructural projects are currently in progress in Tobago. And recently, Chief Secretary Kelvin Charles was among the officials touring some of these projects. They're ensuring things are running on schedule and within budget. Patricia Nicholson tells us more.
Several key Tobago House of Assembly projects are ongoing. And to ensure they remain both on time and on schedule, THA Chief Secretary Honorable Kelvin Charles led a tour of the projects recently. Also on the tour were Councillor Kwesi Devines, the Secretary of Infrastructure, Quarries and the Environment, and a technical advisor at the Infrastructure Division, Telshon McWellington. The team's first stop was Thompson River Bridge in Lowlands. Then they visited the newly refurbished Sports Administrative Building in Shore Park and the Smithfield Connector Road. The team also journeyed to Tobago East. They visited the URP project at Blenheim and the URP's agricultural project in Roxborough. The final stop in the east was at the Roxborough Seawall. The last stop on the tour was at the Administrative Complex Expansion Project in Calder Hall.
The idea simply was for me to get a sense of the projects in respect of their statuses, as well as whether or not, to determine whether or not the projects are on time, and if there are any issues, what those issues are, so that some kind of decision could have been made in respect of the resolution of those issues.
Mr. Charles says he's satisfied with what he saw.
Absolutely. I continue to be impressed with the levels of productivity, the ingenuity, the innovation, and the willingness to ensure that whatever projects are undertaken, that they have been done with the requisite quality and finish.
Mr. Charles says he will always try to make time to visit ongoing projects.
I would have said some time ago that it is business as unusual. But what is more important is that our projects come in on time and within budget. And this I want to have institutionalized as a feature of this administration.
I'm Patricia Nicholson for Let's Talk Tobago.
The Bunaccord location really inspired the owners of Prime Villa. So much so, they decided to build the Prime Villa in 2017 on just over 6,800 square feet of land. Speaking of inspiration, students in Tobago are now officially back to school. Many of them, including the differently abled, are starting off the new academic year the right way, thanks to support from one Tobago-based organization. It's all in our next story.
Close to 100 children in need will return to school with a timely boost. They received various back-to-school materials through a popular charity initiative. This time around, the Ripple Effect, or ARI Promotions, expanded its reach. It included special needs students of the Happy Haven School and the Tobago School for the Deaf, Speech and Language Impaired. More than 500 students have benefited from the annual Back to School charity initiative since it started in 2015. The project is entitled Assisting Students in Need.
In the past, we have assisted persons that had incidents in terms of with fire and that kind of thing, but what we try to do this year is also to, in terms of to raise awareness in terms of special needs children as well as assist. So even with Happy Haven, what they wanted was there was a child that autistic child that used to hit the head, so we, in terms of we got a helmet. Also for the school for the deaf and language impaired, we got a sewing machine, spikes for the children as well, and also a lot of different items.
It is always a pleasure to know that there are persons who are, thinking about our students, and, we always welcome a back to school initiative. Whatever form it takes, it complements what we do and it assists us greatly. So hats off to ARI Promotions for this venture.
I would like to say thank you for this initiative, and I pray that the Ripple Effect team would continue with this drive.
Ripple Effect Promotions is a group of professionals working together to inspire positive social and cultural change in Tobago. In particular, the organization focuses on youth development. ARI Promotions is also earning praise for being proactive in meeting the needs of young people.
I really wanted to start off by taking the time out to commend and to encourage ARI Promotions in particular. That as we entertain, as you seek to change the landscape here in the Tobago space, and to be creative even in doing so, that you continue to remember the significance and the importance of being able to give back. And it is on that note I really want us to commend the 5th distribution here.
ARI Promotions also assist children's homes on the island. The packages were distributed at the Scarborough Library facility. I'm Amadar Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
The 2-story design features a spacious open concept plan. The villa can comfortably accommodate up to 10 guests. However, an allowance can be made for groups including small children. Now this, the fight against crime is everybody's business, including the youth. So the National Crime Prevention Camp is encouraging young people across the country to use their creativity and become outstanding citizens. Here's more in this next story.
These children are learning that they have a part to play in building a safer, crime-free country. They are post-SES students who participated in the I Can, We Can Crime Prevention Camp. The initiative is part of the Ministry of National Security's proactive efforts to engage young people in positive activities. During the 2-week camp, the visual and the performing arts were used to teach children about the impact of crime on our communities. They also learned life skills that can help them to remain on a positive, law-abiding path.
In that National Crime Prevention Program, we learned about bullying, physical abuse, sexuality, and many other stuff. At this camp, we had a great time playing, meeting other faces, and making friends.
We gave thanks to the Ministry of National Security for keeping our country safe, and thanks to the National Crime Protection Program for helping children to become a new and better generation.
Close to 30 children participated in the Tobago leg of the camp. Glenda Jennings-Smith, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of National Security, is pleased that the children could later demonstrate what they learned.
They knew what were the problems. They knew that their parents had to teach them the way forward. They knew the implication of the phones, the cell phones. They knew the implication of just looking at fashions all day and not learning their lessons. They knew the implications of being on the streets and being misled. Ladies and gentlemen and parents, I believe you have no problems from today onwards with these young children. They know the answers.
The Ministry of National Security worked closely with the Tobago House of Assembly to ensure that the Tobago camp was a success.
It's important for us to shift our mindsets, shift the culture of Trinidad and Tobago from being one of hate and jealousy and enviousness to one of goodness and one of love. In other words, what I'm saying is that when you see your neighbor achieve something, be happy for them.
2 camps were also held in Trinidad. They are the initial stages of a pilot study under the National Crime Prevention Program. The participants will be monitored and evaluated to see how well they cope with challenges during their first year of secondary school. The hope is that the camp will produce positive agents within their schools, homes, and communities. I'm Caroline Wallace for Let's Talk Tobago.
Castara is showing that it's more than just a fishing village. Its young people are learning skills today that could turn them into entrepreneurs tomorrow. We'll show you how right after this break. You're watching Let's Talk Tobago. Welcome back. You're watching Let's Talk Tobago. Now we're at the Prime Villa, which features 4 bedrooms, all with ensuite bathrooms. 1 bedroom is on the ground floor, with the other 3 on the first floor. Now this. During the July-August vacation period, many young people attended camps around the island to have fun and learn new skills. Those at the Castara Youth Center had the best of both worlds, as you'll see in this next story.
Applying makeup is an art, and these young ladies are learning to do it themselves. They attended this 6-day makeup application course at the Castara Youth Center. They're practicing proper eyebrow technique, as well as applying foundation, eyeshadow, and lipstick. It's an exciting opportunity for the 12 participants.
So, to me, everybody making money off of doing makeup these days, and then, it's a nice skill to pick up. So, if anybody needs your help, and then to build your skills also. You have skills, but just to build it up a little.
I decided to participate in the course because of the courses that were presented to us, for example, sewing and learning to DJ and of course makeup. And I came because I wanted to learn a skill that I could use in the future.
The center's coordinator, Jamoy Henry, says the makeup class will also help the young ladies look prepared for all occasions.
Okay, well, it will help develop their professionalism, and now they will know what makeup to use, where, when, and how. Because you might know how to do makeup, but you might not know how to use it, when to use it, and where to use the type of makeup. Some of them might use loud makeup for a normal setting, and use a normal makeup for a loud setting. So then all that things, all those they will use they will learn in the class.
The makeup artistry class is just one of the activities at the youth center. Other classes include an introduction to garment construction and creative design. The courses are aimed at igniting the entrepreneurial spirit within the community's youth.
I will hope that the young ladies will utilize the skills that they would have learned to better themselves in some way, whether they don't want to start a business, because then we also learn how to make throw pillows. So then so far they would have learned how to make skirts, they would have learned how to make throw pillows, they would have also did music production and radio announcing. So now they are into makeup artistry, and then we also have garment construction, which is dealing how to make clutch purses and earrings and stuff. So at least all those skills that they would have developed throughout the entire summer program, they can use that to develop themselves in a better way to learn to start their own business. Hopefully that is at least one of them will come out and start in their own business.
These youth center programs are being facilitated by the Division of Sport and Youth Affairs. The centers are safe spaces that also provide assistance with homework and computer training. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
This spacious, open-plan living, dining and kitchen area leads to a large deck and swimming pool. The deck has outdoor lounge seating, so you can soak up the sun poolside or keep cool with a swim. From Bonacord, we journey to the National Academy for the Performing Arts, Napa, in Port of Spain. It was the venue for a symposium that hosted creative minds and academic professionals from across the Caribbean. In the midst of it all, one Tobagonian stood out.
This logo by audiovisual producer Mark Gilbert topped 80 presentations and submissions at a Carifta 14 symposium, winning him the Best Paper Prize. The symposium was themed Journey Round Myself, crossing borders, strengthening connections, breaking boundaries. Mr. Gilbert says the award came as a surprise.
Winning the award was very unexpected. I'm happy, but I'm also reminded that I need to continue working. It happened and I'm glad, but my mind is on what's next and I'm ready to just find out what that is.
The symposium's theme is the title of a 1999 article written by Errol Hill, a Trinidadian actor, playwright and scholar. The 4-day event featured discussions, presentations and masterclasses from various artists, creative entrepreneurs and academics. Topics included indigenous traditions and Caribbean identity, Caribbean cultural heritage, cultural and creative industries, and the Caribbean aesthetic. Mr. Gilbert believes his design reflects the symposium's theme.
So I wanted to design something with depth that could, I guess, transpose into the different concepts in the article. And the design, I feel, accomplishes that. It's multi-layered and it represents the breaking of barriers, the strengthening of connections, and crossing of borders.
Mr. Gilbert says participating in the event gave him a greater appreciation of Carifesta.
We have something that connects us, and to explore that and understand that is something that we could all benefit from, and I think it's something that should continue. And I think that Carifesta is, I think that is the spirit of Carifesta and what it represents and what it should be, and I think that it should just be magnified and continued, because making those connections and strengthening those connections is very important, because we are, as a region, one people.
Now, Mr. Gilbert says he's looking forward to seeing his work published among the submissions presented at this year's Carifesta Symposium. I'm Kern De Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
Prime Villa is a great starting point for your next island adventure. It's a short commute from some of the island's top beaches like Pigeon Point and Stobie. And there are activities like water sports, snorkeling and jet skis, you just name it. Now from Bonaccord to Bethel. The Bethel community also enjoyed their vacation recently. They proudly graduated after using their time wisely to learn marketable skills from the art of baking to cell phone repairs, even DJing. We have highlights from their graduation ceremony in this story.
The young people of Bethel are showing they are eager to learn new skills that can lead to a fulfilling future. At least 50 youngsters from the community participated in a 3-week summer program facilitated by the Bethel Youth Center. They took part in 10 courses, from cell phone repairs to making local sweets, baking and basic sewing, even environmental preservation and agriculture. So they are now more aware of their talents and what they like to develop in the future.
I love to eat, right? Baking was very interesting to me, and I always wanted to learn how to make sweet bread, at home, and for any little functions. Confectionery, well, this is a traditional thing in Tobago, and very soon we'll have to take over. So I said I will come and learn these things in case of anything.
Cell phone repair was exhilarating for me. I like to dig up in the phone, that is me. And sir gave me an opportunity to dig up in a phone without paying for it. I took the chance.
My most favorite activity was DJing, because I always had a passion for music. And when I heard all the different songs, it really, I don't know how to explain it. It was really enjoyable for me and I liked it.
Center Coordinator Janice Macmillan says she's proud of the entrepreneurial spirit shown by some of the participants. They walked the community and sold sweets they had made. Those proceeds went towards tokens distributed at the graduation.
So they take the initiative without even us telling them what to do, where to go, and they walked, and I could not believe that it was the same young people. They were so enthusiastic, and I know after everything, holding the money in their hand, that they felt really, really well.
The participants also made their tutors and Bethel residents proud.
Right, so it was a pleasure teaching, the students, right? A lot of them were very excited, when they saw, what they could do, and my hope is that they will continue.
What I was most impressed about is the sewing. I see that the young people did some sewing there, and I'm watching at the neatness and the quality of the sewing. So I have to give kudos to the sewing teacher. And one of the young ladies said that she wants to make that a career. So this is good.
The Bethel Youth Center's initiatives are spearheaded by the Division of Sport and Youth Affairs. The center hosts various courses throughout the year to keep young residents engaged in positive activities. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
It's time for a short break, but when we return, we've got a roundup of CARIFESTA 14 celebrations. It's coming up right after these messages.
Come, there we go to Tobago, that paradise, found by Robinson Crusoe. And it is said, it's the land of tomorrow. Princess Margaret say, come to Tobago for holiday. Now the whole world say, come to Tobago for holiday.
Hey, are you a student with a passion for art?
Yes.
Then enter the
2019 Chief Secretary's Tobago Secondary Schools Art Competition. Over $30,000 in prizes are up for grabs, including $10,000 to the top school.
The winning artwork will be featured on the cover of the Chief Secretary's Calendar 2020.
The competition starts on September 2nd.
Draw, paint, sketch, or construct your mixed media piece and submit to the Department of Information by October 16th. For more info, call 639-3421 extension 5047 or visit the THA website.
The 2019 Chief Secretary's Tobago Secondary Schools Art Competition. It's your time to shine.
If tranquility and ambience are what you're looking for from your next vacation, look no further than Prime Villa. It's stylish with modern amenities and most of all, it's peaceful. The vibrant and colorful celebrations at CARIFESTA 14, which took place in Trinidad and Tobago, have come to an end. Just in case you missed the action, here are some memorable moments in our CARIFESTA 14 roundup. Here's more.
CARIFESTA 14 Tobago was a memorable experience for performers and patrons alike. It allowed the island to display its cultural heritage and entrepreneurial passion.
Oh, hi. You know, Tobago is known for its unique culture. We boast about the bongo, the belly, and the tambourine. Them lick their finger when they taste we cooking and dance when they hear we Tobago folk culture singing.
I don't care if you lose your job, boy, you are not the first. If you want to sit and talk about it, then we can converse. But only use that as an excuse to come now and try to abuse. The same woman who cook and clean for you, you must be mentally confused.
The Grand Market also featured Tobago entrepreneurs. Locally made preservatives, wines, handmade baskets, tie-dye clothing, and accessories were all on display. It was a unique and enjoyable experience for the public.
It was wonderful for the little chance that I got to see. It was wonderful.
From what I see so far, everything is nice. Yes, I am enjoying it so far. It's a cool day and everything is nice.
The Tobago leg of the event featured performances from Belize, Haiti, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia and Dominica. Later that evening, Pembroke Heritage Park came alive with performances from Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Haiti.
Tell them where you
final day was held in Castara, where the bonfire was one of the main attractions.
Just remember them old time stories that your granddaddy used to tell, and don't go around making trouble. Remember where you come from, Tobago, yeah, Tobago, yeah, Tobago, yeah, in the beautiful countryside, yeah.
So when the church balling, oh, what a peaceful man. Oh, Lord. With his kids, he tried the best that he can.
Carifesta Tobago culminated with a closing show at the Shore Park complex. I'm Patricia Nicholson for Let's Stoke Tobago.
I'm seated right next to the outdoor grill that's all set and ready for your next vacation barbecue. But now it's time to have your say with Marlon Gutselben. It's the segment of our program where we hear from you, the viewers. Let's take a look at who had their say this week.
The name is A. He's only spelling things.
That's a quick question, nothing.
That's not, hold on.
I'm waiting for the money for the question now.
I felt proud about Hakeem's performance.
Very, very proud.
Well, it's excellent.
It's a great feeling, man.
Proud, and what he did was really outstanding.
Coming back with a gold and olive and silver, you know, I'm proud of his achievement.
He made us proud once again, you understand? So, Tobagonians need to come together and appreciate what we have and what we are putting forward on the world stage.
Even here with a goal, he came home with the goal that he actually went for. He was able to break the world record, and he's a true hero.
There were lots of qualified able-bodied men achieve what he did, so I give him kudos for that.
I wish him the Godspeed and blessing and keep on progressing in this way.
I really congratulate him in the highest esteem and hope that he will be able to go higher heights.
Perfect example, you could be where you want to be in life. You understand? He is a great young example. So please, let's appreciate what we have and give Hakeem the encouragement to continue to bring more goals to Trinidad and Tobago. Let's give him love. The name is A. He's only spelling things.
That's a quick question, nothing.
That's not, hold on.
I'm waiting for the money for the question now.
We have come to yet another edition of Let's Talk Tobago. We thank you for watching. Please email us with your comments or queries about the program, and be sure to visit our website, like our Office of the Chief Secretary Facebook page, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more information on Prime Villa, you can contact 760-9533 or visit their Facebook page, Prime Villa Tobago. From our house to yours, I'm Avian Parks, along with the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, wishing you a safe and productive week. We'll leave you with a montage of the Chief Secretary Kelvin Charles's visits to schools at the start of the 2019-2020 academic year.